Hey, Coach. So coming off of a win against Utah and a draw, heading on the road for the first time this weekend. What are your thoughts on the opening weekend of Pac-12 play and where the team's standing right now?
Well, we got through it. We were a little different at times from unseen for circumstances, I guess you'd say. And I'm proud of the group and uh, the way the bench had to play to next player up mentality, I guess you'd say. And Elise, what a performance by her. I mean, we were disappointed on Friday. Now, don't get me wrong. Utah had played well. They did some good things on the field. We left some out there. I mean, if you look at possession, yeah, probably favored Utah maybe a little bit. But when it came to actual reality of chances, we left a lot out there Friday. It was disappointing. So Sunday was a chance to redeem themselves. It was basically an overtime game, I thought, based on Friday. So you get a real chance, and not two 10-minute overtimes, but two 45-minute overtimes now. And at least came out and did what you need to do, and as far as the whole team did. So it's a good start. Two more shutouts. You got to believe in that with our goalkeeping and our overall team defense. So we're off to Arizona with two great teams now this weekend.
Uh, you talked about Elise. She had her first brace of her career, scoring twice, including what was it, a minute and a half in against Utah. What has she been doing? Do you think differently this year than years past? I mean, she scored 5 goals last year, 5 already in 5 games. Do you think there's something different, or is it just she's a senior and it's just the natural maturation?
Senior maturity, but overall, what Elise has more than over 99% of players in this league right now is her confidence. Elise is confident driven. She's a confident young lady. She's an intelligent young lady, and it's a scary thing when she finds success. She just thrives and keeps going. So she's hot, and we hope to keep riding that. But I mean, she's hot for a lot of reasons. One, because the players around her right now, and though she's playing around some younger players, I'd argue those younger players are extremely talented, better than we've had before here in the past. So she's getting opportunities based on players around her, and she's putting the goal in the back of the net right now.
Well, and one of those younger players you mentioned, Margie Detrizio. What does she do that makes her so effective in her first collegiate season, just getting right into it?
Well, if you look at freak athlete, you look at Elise. You look at freak athlete number 2, you look at Margie. So pick your poison. And I think you're either going to go with the older kid or the younger kid as far as how you're going to defend from time to time. And Margie she's doing a good job. She's confident too. She's very low key, a different Elise, meaning that she doesn't ride and thrive on that like Elise does. So, but Margie's getting her opportunities. I'm happy where she's at. She got a chance to start this past weekend and produced again. So we'll see how. I'm excited to see how far this goes with her.
You talked about your defense, nearly 4 straight games of shutouts. What has it been? Has it been more of a ball possession and not allowing the opportunities, or a combination of you said the goalkeeping, the defensive backs?
I think it's just our goalkeeping defensive backs right now, and our pressing is working really well for us. We haven't been super good in possession right now. We're continuing to do that. I think a lot has to do with the inside. We're smaller field in the bubble. It's not easy playing in there. Not excuses, but the reality is it's not a great atmosphere for keeping the ball. So we've past that test. We can get better on the ball, but I think our defending overall in the hall has been great from front to back.
Heading to the road for the first time. Well, actually not the first time. You started Seattle, first time in conference. Playing outside in the Arizonas, it's going to be a little bit warmer, although not blazing heat like you get normally in the fall. What differences do you expect out of the team playing, as you said, bigger fields, playing outside?
Well, the field Friday nights is just as small as we've been playing on. They're in their football stadium, so temperature-wise, not worried about it. It's not going to be hot. It's not like going down there 110. So, I would argue that it's easier going a little bit warm than going a little bit cold. So, I think it's going to be nice to play outside again, get on a nice grass surface, both fields, and again, play against two great teams. First of all, starting with Friday against Arizona State.
What type of games do you expect out of these two? They took on UCLA and the LA schools, and what type of games do you look for this weekend?
Two opposites. So you got one on Friday, completely opposite what's going to happen on Sunday. And they both do it well. So we got a plan for Friday, and then we'll reevaluate and have a different plan for Sunday. So it's not like you're playing Stanford twice. Two different opponents, great opponents, well coached by both of them, but two different styles, and we know that. And we got to adjust to both scenarios that are going to take place here on Friday, starting with Arizona State.
What do you look for to say you're going to be successful outside of the goals, of course?
I mean, we just got to settle in and do what we do here. I mean, Friday's going to be – they're going to want to slow the game down and move the ball and possess, and we feel like we can do that as well with them. So we're going to be excited to be on the field, grass, get us running a little bit more outside. And, they had a great win against USC. I mean, that's a big time result for them, and that program needed it. So they're going to find out who they are after a big time win, and we're certainly going to find out who we are playing against another big time team, because that's a great result by Arizona State. We're excited to come down and play them after what we just did this past weekend.
And then I've asked you before, but any surprises so far out of the team that you didn't see coming in this first weekend of Pac-12 play? Any players that stood out that you thought that kind of surprised you?
Not going to say surprised. I thought Sophie Dimry came to play on Friday. We had to use her in different roles. Mackenzie Ellison's just starting to catch form. She was out for a little bit. I'm going to be excited to get Grayson going here, get her going. But I think Mac and Soph right now, again, not surprises. We know what they can do. But once Ellison gets hot and goes scoring some goals, I think she's doing some things I want her to do off the ball. So I'm really excited to see where Mac's going to take us here.